Have you ever heard the phrase alpha beta bucks? Nice guys turn bad once they notice that being nice doesn't help them get laid, and that's just the way it is. A modern woman wants a 666 man who is strong, tall, gentlemanly, and all that, but if the guy has enough game, she'll fall for it. That long list of requisites happens to be nothing but a scam, so nice guys are simply out of the game or becoming the man women really desire. It's not only me who says so, you probably know this by heart, and this time we're taking a look at one of our subscriber stories. He watched one of our former videos, which is about another subscriber who got ghosted after taking a girl to bed while treating her respectfully. Today's protagonist wants to stay anonymous, so as he requested, we'll just call him a guy from San Francisco. His story is very telling and his insights are over the top. Stick around because I'm sure you're going to love this one. But before we go any further, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Robert Playdell. He said, "Men have every right to be concerned by a woman's past because how she has behaved in the past is a surefire indicator of how she'll behave in the future. Never trust a woman's words, always trust her actions." And you're absolutely right. After all, there's a common saying that goes, actions speak louder than words, and it's for good reason. Please don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment and you may be our next winner. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons too, as it helps a lot. And now, back to the video. Embrace your masculinity. Before I start sharing his story, I just wanted to tell you guys that if you want us to cover your story, you're welcome to do so by email, and we'll happily talk about it in one of our videos. Without further ado, here's the story of a guy from San Francisco. Not the most righteous or religious city in America, I should say. Let's jump right in. Hey man, just saw a video where you recounted a story from a subscriber. I have lots of stories to share. Until my early 30s, I wasn't particularly good with women. I was frequently rejected when I approached them at bars in the most horrific and embarrassing ways imaginable, frequently with their friends all laughing at me. But I got in shape, learned how to dress, sold a company, and got into the top 10%, top 5% of men. I've always been good at conversation, and soon women were throwing themselves at me. Especially the journey from 240 pounds down to 165, the difference in how women treated me while everything else remained the same was astonishing. It was like I went from not existing to being the most desired man around. It really opened my eyes to how shallow and depraved women were. It was extremely depressing. I totally understand, and this goes to show that women are indeed very superficial despite wanting you to accept them no matter their weight, looks, and whatnot. Let's keep reading. But since I had never had such access to many women before, I obviously did not want to settle down. So ever since, I've been dating multiple women at the same time, up to 5 at a time, while making it clear we were never exclusive. They have never had a problem with it, as they all seem to think they can make me settle for them. Many times they eventually realize I won't and run away crying, but I could really give a fuck. Call it payback or decades of them ignoring me and rejecting me. My personal body count is now above 150 and rising. Oh man, I love that confidence. Men are indeed hardwired to spread their seed, so once you have the opportunity to date multiple women, feel free to embrace it. And the way you pulled it off by not getting attached is on another level.
A man who sleeps with 200 women is the man, but a woman who sleeps with 200 men is worthless.
It's called a misogynist.
Men sleep with who they can, for the most part, and women sleep with who they want to. That is the truth. So if a woman goes and sleeps with 200 men, that means that she wanted to, and that she just opened her legs and let it happen. I know this is where we kind of disagree, but that is the truth. If a man sleeps with 200 people, he has to earn it to sleep with 200 people.
We didn't disagree on that. I'm not like hearing you saying so crap.
Guy from San Francisco goes on, the key to it all was realizing women do want a gentleman and a bad boy. They want a masculine, strong man who will treat them right. I pay for meals, take them on trips, and in general, treat them well. But I do not put up with any shit, make the rules, and fuck their every living brains out. I've been told many times how much they love that I lie in between these two things, as they frequently explain that women have an internal struggle between wanting a provider and an emotionally unavailable man who fucks them well. Alpha fucks versus beta bucks. I've found you can live right in between and women love it. Deny them the emotional stability they need while also treating them like a gentleman. It kind of messes with their head but always leads them right to the bedroom. It's not something all men do, as I am very successful, intelligent, conversational, and have a great sense of style, but if you can pull it off, boy oh boy, do women flock to you.
The metrics that make a woman attractive are constantly replenishing itself.
Yeah.
Youth, beauty, fertility. The things that make us attractive take time to acquire. Women look for the same traits in men, and so few men have a multitude of these traits in the same guy. There's a reason why you'll date Bad Bunny or whatever it is, knowing that you'll gladly share him because he has other girls and everything else like that, because higher status men are rare. Beautiful women are not. And that's the uncomfortable reality. If you want a guy all to yourself, you can. But you're gonna have to settle on an average guy. If you want a higher status guy, you're gonna have to understand that you're gonna have to get on his program for the chance to be able to get in a relationship with him. And I think that's where so many modern women fail, is they think that they're equal because they want a superior man. I want a guy that makes $100,000 a year, taller than me, physically superior to me, social status, etc. But I want him to be an equal partner.
I think
that's not the way it works.
Then in the next email, he shared his insights. Take a look. What other things can I quickly share? 1. For women, it's all about the tingles. They don't care about anything else. Whatever man turns them on, that's who they go for. You need to be suave and playful and make them laugh. Be attractive, don't be needy. The last thing women want is a needy man. If you satisfy their needs, however, they will be more than happy to satisfy yours. 2. Women are obsessed with Ever notice what they talk about when they're alone? They're 10 times more sexual than men and a lot hornier. All you have to do is provide an outlet for it. 3. Women pick men. This was a huge lesson I learned. I spent years chasing women before I learned that once a woman has decided that they aren't interested, you'll never change their mind. So instead, I would focus on going out and having a good time and wait for a subtle hint from a girl that she wanted me to approach. I always made sure I was dressed and prepped for the occasion. Once they pick you, all you have to do is not up. I took home countless girls this way. 4. Modern women would rather all share part of a high-worth man than settle for all of a regular man. You see this everywhere. It's why I could date so many at once and they didn't care. It's sick and pathetic. Society is headed toward legalizing harems, where the top 10% of men will be used as slaves and sperm banks, and the other 90% of men will be ignored. 5. Once you're in the top 10% of men, women do like being approached. It's not that women don't like being approached, it's that they don't like being approached by men they do not find attractive, which is most men. You have to read between the lines. Women believe lower value men should know their place and not approach them. Again, it's sick and pathetic. I have very little respect for most women since they treat everything so transactionally. They are out for my wallet and goods, and I'm out for too. So I treat them the way that they treat me, with the same amount of respect, which isn't much. The more unavailable you are, the more they want you, and the harder they'll fight for you. They use as a weapon thinking it'll trap you, but they don't realize I have another girl coming over 3 hours later. Literally almost been caught with one girl leaving and one arriving 60 seconds later once. I will say exceptions to the rule exist. I'm in a committed relationship with a conservative woman, socially and politically, who is both very successful but wants nothing more than to cook, clean, and have my kids. She's also brilliant with no hint of any of the horrible behavior of modern women. Low body count, extremely feminine, and submissive. That is what men want and what women do not seem to understand. All my exes, of course, degrade her since they don't understand. Oh, and another thing, the primary reason women don't understand what men want is because they all get their dating advice from their friends. other women. They refuse to listen to guys who will very clearly tell them what they want. If women only listen to fucking every single guy who says the same things about what we want, society would be much better. But they refuse. That's it. Men are simple creatures and don't play mind games. If you want something as a man, you just say it. But these modern women think you mean something else and ignore your requests. That's why being able to listen is a very valuable skill most modern women will not have. And lastly, how do taxes work? We tax things we don't want and we subsidize things we do. Similarly, women should reward the behavior they do want, except they don't. They all sleep with total assholes who use them. Good men see this, then emulate the bad boy behavior, start getting laid, and then women have the gall to ask where all the nice guys went. You are the ones who taught us not to behave that way. If women want men to act a certain way, they should be sleeping with those men to incentivize that behavior. But they don't. They sleep with total assholes, so other men learn to become assholes. Women create their own problems and take zero responsibility for them. All in all, his story proves why you should never chase women. Once you get to a certain level of success and status, women will reign over you and you'll be able to pick and choose. After sleeping with over 150 women, he's now dating a woman of his liking. Plus, he has been keeping his frame solid throughout all these years. That's indeed a very powerful attitude. He's clearly imposed a take it or leave it kind of contract that is, this is me, so if you don't like me, here's the door. But instead of getting rejected, he got laid multiple times easily. Women are trying to make men believe that all that women want are nice guys who treat them well, are available all the time, etc. However, they love chasing high-value men. You know the drill. If a high-value man approaches, it's contouring, but if it's an average guy, it's harassment. Although I don't really like the idea of dating, let alone marriage, I'm glad you found a woman you really like and who wants to submit to you. Good luck, and I wish you the best, man. And before we wrap up this video, remember that if you've got stories to share, you can reach out to us by email and we'll gladly share yours in a future video. Stay strong, guys. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? What lessons have you learned from this subscriber? Have you ever experienced a similar situation? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.